So here I am after restarting the game. This is a game that you need to replay a lot of times to actually experience the full all of the endings. So here we have spawned in again, and we can exit through using our superior control skills now. And we are now going to be collecting all the plans. So over here we have our first plan. Let's pick that up. This is a plan that details not only the map of the spacecraft, but also some of the top secret mission directives. For example, here we have terraform planet B137, the second Earth. In 7 years, the Omen spacecraft will arrive with 500,000 people to colonize B137. Stand by on planet until arrival. With a few instructions by some sort of council CEO. Manufacture, develop parts, repair engine in engine room. Second floor, keep it running, find and keep cargo in stages, hangars intact, enter cockpit and steer the transportation ship. So, that was our first plan. Let's get rid of that. And that was the only plan that we find on the second floor. So let's head to the third floor to find the remaining plans. Here we are on the third floor, and as we can see here, if we look into the bookshelf, we have our second plan. So let's pick it up. Here we have the Amen engine investigation, part 1, detailing some of the technology on board that has been sealed with and accepted by the Engine Approval Council. Here we have antimatter and fuel reacted in small amounts on board will allow the transporter to travel to desired planet, the second Earth, twice. However, due to B137 increased gravity, the transporter, even when empty, could not produce enough lift for further space land. So this tells us that our mission is a one and our spacecraft should not really be able to go back to space. We have technologies such as plant-based solar panels, which increase the power production per minute by 90%, absorbing 75% more light than previous solar-based technologies. Here we have emergency staging of each engine in case of antimatter failure, keeping the desired risk parameters low. So these are some of the plans which detail the reliability of the spacecraft we're on, which is supposed to increase our trust of the council. So let's head now to the bottom floors to find the other plans. One second. And now we are on the first. So here, if we look over on this bookshelf again, we can see that we have our next plan. This is another B137 transporter spacecraft plan, which details more of the floor plan and a storage system elevator, and more information about the stairs and the impact lander compression unit, which has a function of unloading colonization technology and begin terraforming. The storage elevator system will activate automatically on landing. The impact lander will soften the force protecting the cargo. Failure to land will result in the failure of the Omen project and the death of 500,000 souls. So there is definitely a massive plan behind our mission, with a lot of people on the way following us from Earth, since we are probably the pioneers of our journey, with all of our technology on board that is supposed to use to colonize the planet that we are going to, B137. So there are no more plans on this floor. So if we head to the ground floor, the manufacturing room, we should find our last plan, or the fourth plan, before we reach the cockpit and our desired ending. So here in the manufacturing room, we can see here, if we press space, then we have our fourth fourth plan. The plan is another AMEN engine investigation, also approved by the Engine Approved Council, with some calculations which increase our trust of the actual engine. And here with more information, saying detailed math concludes that the gravity of Beyond 37 will prevent the AMEN engine from sufficient thrust to take off. Emergency measures must be considered before launch. Fuel will only last for a single journey. Selected candidates for journey should be prepared with a hard selection process. So this proves that we have deserved our position as the captain of our spacecraft, and initializes more of the trust that we see in the council, which is completely contrast to the first ending. So if we go over here, we can find our key and reach the cockpit for our final plan. So let's head there now on the second floor. Here we are. If we press E now, the door should open. And we're in the living area. Now we're in the rest area of our captain. And we can go through here into the cockpit. Right over here, if we look. Right over here, if we look, we have the last plan, so let's see what it is.
Wow, the AMEN project. I must travel to Beyond 37 as fast as possible and complete my mission. Finally, now that I remember, I recall pressing U and 9 at the same time on the control panel to change the ship's direction. I must do so quickly. Lives are at stake. My mission must continue.
So it seems our character has made his own conclusions. Here the plan details the omni-maneuverable antimatter neon spaceship, as well as some details about the AMEN project, which states here the relocation of 500,000 qualified personnel to Beyond 37, the second Earth, for colonization. Due to the antimatter amount on Earth and its limited production, this project is a one-way journey lasting 50 years. The project has been approved by the Council 50 Earth years after Beyond 37 transporter launch. 5 years on Beyond 7, 50 years on Earth. You can see here a detailed timeline of the start of our journey and the start of the AMEN spacecraft journey. And here it also says Council executives will be present in the AMEN project to oversee all decisions made during spaceflight. This tells us that the Council is coming to the planet as well, so they are leaving Earth also. Now I hope that you caught that in the clip, that if we press U and 9 near the control ships and the control panels, we should be able to steer our position to Beyond 37 and initiate the second ending. So here we go, U and 9 at the same time near the control panels. Travel to Beyond 37 and believe the Council. So our character has obviously been convinced by the plans. We land on Beyond 37. We load all of the technology. We terraform, and you can see that the ships are arriving. There's a huge celebration in our honor. I don't know, what's this? We're being targeted. During the award ceremony, you are assassinated by the Council. You die at 50 years old. Your accomplishments are remembered over generations, and you are mentioned in textbooks. The end. So it seems that through believing the Council fully as our mission directive and as the Council originally stated, we were assassinated, which is not good. Although our character hasn't believed at the time, after losing his memories, that this is his best option to just listen to the Council, that was his biggest mistake. So next we will find all of the books on our ship to steer us towards our third ending.